Have you ever felt that ache in your chest when you saw someone else's life and thought, why not me? Maybe it was scrolling through social media, a coworker's promotion, a friend's wedding, and beneath the congratulations, wasn't there something else? A tightening, a quiet voice whispering, why them and not me? That's jealousy, and here's the thing, everyone feels it. But somehow, this one emotion feels shameful. Like admitting envy means we're small, petty, unworthy. So we push it down, alone. A monk once told me he spent an entire season watching his brother receive praise while his own efforts went unnoticed. Until one morning, he realized that jealousy wasn't really about his brother's praise at all. It was about a story he'd been telling himself about what he deserved, what he was worth. The Buddha taught that jealousy lives not in the other person's good fortune, but in the gap between who we think we should be and who we believe we actually are. 2,500 years ago, the Buddha taught his disciples through a collection of verses called the Dhammapada, the path of truth. One verse says, do not look at the faults of others, at what they have done or left undone. Look instead at what you yourself have done and left undone. Among his disciples was a bright young student named Ananda. One day, word came that another monk who had joined around the same time had reached a profound spiritual milestone. When Ananda heard this, he couldn't feel glad. All he felt was resentment, and then shame for even feeling it. That evening he came to the Buddha alone. Teacher, he said quietly, I have something shameful to confess. When I heard he had reached that place, I couldn't feel glad. I only felt, why him and not me? The Buddha sat in silence. Then he spoke. Ananda, do you understand where that suffering comes from? You are looking at someone else's field. You have stopped looking at your own. That is why it hurts. No matter how lush another man's field appears, it cannot feed you. The only land you can cultivate is your own. Here's what this means. Jealousy begins with comparison. That person has something I don't. And in that comparison, we suddenly feel like we are not enough. Jealousy is our gaze fixed outward, their success, their happiness, while our own inner world goes unattended. But here's something crucial. Jealousy carries a message. When someone's promotion stings, it might mean you deeply want to feel seen in your work. When a friend's close family makes your chest ache, it might mean you're longing for that same warmth. These aren't ugly feelings, they're signposts. Jealousy is a compass, but only if you turn it inward. So when jealousy shows up, don't turn on yourself. The moment you think I'm terrible for feeling this, you've doubled your suffering. I'm looking at someone else's field right now. No judgment, just noticing. Then ask yourself, what do I actually want? If you feel invisible at work, underneath might be, I want my work to matter. I want to feel capable. That's worth listening to. If you can't celebrate a friend's wedding, underneath might be, I want love like that in my own life.